welcome. My name is Lexi Jong, and here I like to talk about luxury beauty. And today we're going to be talking about a couple of new hair care products. So I picked up Lolavie. This is Jennifer Aniston's Glossing Detangler. This is her new line, and this is so far the only product released, but she has said that there are several more products coming out, and they are releasing things one at a time to be sure that everything is, perfect before launch. And then JVN, Jonathan Van Ness, has also come out with a hair care line. I picked up one of his items because it really intrigued me. I am not good at doing hair and I don't like doing my hair. So I'm always looking for ways where I can let it air dry without becoming a frizzy mess. So this is the air dry cream. And on the back it says air dry, perfection. Diffuser, nailed it. Work desired amount through any kind of hair to add buildable, touchable hold that lets your natural texture shine. So we're going to take a look at both of these and just kind of see, I'm going to give you guys my thoughts. I've used each of them for a week. And let's start with the JVN. So the JVN is what I have in my hair today, and I actually use the hair dryer with it. Unfortunately, I guess if it's letting your natural texture shine through, mine is just frizz because this has not worked on me at all. I've tried it many times, many different ways, and I've used different amounts. I've tried the less is more, the more is more, in the middle, and I've had the same results every time. So first, let's talk about this product. And this is made in the US. And basically this whole line is based on the ingredient hemisqualane. And it's silicone-free, sulfate-free, color-safe, vegan. And this comes in an aluminum tube. It's 5 ounces. And let me just show you what the texture looks like here. It is a light water-based cream. Sorry, that's from a swatch before. But you can see the texture here. And, it's not heavy. It's very lightweight. It has like a fruity scent to it. It smells good. I like the fragrance to it. I'm not sure if it's added fragrance or fruit extracts or what, but it smells nice. And unfortunately, I just find that it does nothing for my hair. So I have tried putting it in with my hair like really wet, towel dried, so forth. I've used a diffuser. I've let it air dry. I tried the hair dryer, and every time my hair kind of just looks like this. So you can see the amount of frizz in it. And this is after, like brushing it with the hair dryer and everything too. So it really doesn't make a difference to my hair whatsoever. I wouldn't even say that I'd say there's absolutely no improvement whatsoever. I can use like a basic, product in my hair and then use the hair dryer, and it's better than this typically if I put the effort in to use a brush and so forth with it like I did today. So this actually looks worse than using just like a regular, heat protectant product or something. Now I have to say this is not a heat protectant. That's not its intended purpose. Again, it is supposed to be for air drying or using a diffuser. But unfortunately with air drying, it still looks like this. So I will try to use it up. Hopefully during the winter when there isn't quite so much humidity here, then perhaps it will make a difference in my hair. But at this time and right now, we actually don't have as much humidity as we do during the height of the summer. And it's not helping. So unfortunately, I would have to say that this is not worth it in my opinion. Now, the Lolavie Glossing Detangler, this is a multi-use product. So it says Prime, Shine, Smooth, Protect. And again, this is another one of those clean hair lines like the JVN. And it says this naturally derived detangling spray helps prime with vegan thermal shield, enhance shine with lemon extract, smooth with a superfruit complex and vegetable ceramides, protect against damage by harnessing the power of chia seeds. and it's formulated without water and fortified with bamboo essence. No silicones, sulfates, parabens, gluten, or phthalates. And this is intended to use on wet or damp hair, towel dry. And you spray it in and you can blow dry it, you can let it air dry, whatever. Now, the main purpose of this is to provide shine and, detangle your hair. So you're smoothing it a little bit. It is, frizz fighting is not one of its main attributes. It's kind of like a side note, but it does help with that. I wouldn't say I wouldn't use this in the hopes that it's going to completely get rid of frizz, but it does a better job than this. So, yeah, I actually really like this. So this is a spray, and I have to say, if you are spraying this and you're like in your bathroom on hard floors or something, and then you kind of step, it's slippery, okay? And you kind of have to it doesn't really go away easily. It's not sticky or anything like that, but it's not quite like an oily texture, but a slippery texture like that. So I'm just gonna spray a little bit on my hand here. Maybe you can see the mist. Okay, so it's a good spray. And then that was about half a pump. You can see that it's a little white, and when you rub it in, it kind of looks like this. So the scent for this reminds me of lemon, lemongrass, rosemary. It's that type of scent. It smells good. I like it. There is a hint of fruit in it. You do smell a little bit of like tropical notes, but they're more in the background. It's much more like lemongrass heavy, in my opinion. And, it does say there's lemon extract in here. And so I've been using this on myself and on my daughters. My daughters have thicker hair than I do, and it's about as long as mine is. And they need a lot of detangling every day. So it works great for that. It really does work great for detangling. So they like it. And, I wouldn't say it's like a miracle detangling product. Nothing else compares with how gentle it is when you're detangling a child's hair. It's not. By the way, this is intended for use on all ages and hair types. But it does a nice job detangling it, and just as well as the other products that we've been using on their hair. Now, one of the things that I have to say I really like about this, and what sets it apart from other products that I have used, is the way it makes your hair feel. So as I mentioned, it feels kind of slick when you're on the floor. It actually doesn't feel slick on my skin now, but it does have it feels smoother. So it's almost like it adds like a vinyl coating to your hair to make it like smoother, but yet your hair doesn't feel like you have any sort of buildup in it. It doesn't feel stiff like you've got product in it or anything like that. So it just kind of feels like your natural hair has gotten stronger. And supposedly with repeated use, if you've used this for a long time, it does actually help strengthen your hair. I'm not sure how accurate that is. Obviously, I haven't used it very long, but I have to say that I really like this product, and I think I will end up buying another bottle of this and probably continue to buy it. So I haven't used a ton of it. You can hear how much is left. It's probably maybe up to here, and that's using on like 3 people for a week. I have to use it kind of liberally on my daughters. So for me, I have used this product. Again, my hair is fine. It gets frizzy easily, and I do like to air dry it. So I've used this wet, with my hair wet out of the shower, just spray it on, comb it through, let it air dry. And I have to say, it does reduce the frizz a little bit. There still will be a little bit, but not that much. Definitely maybe like half of the amount that I have in my hair right now. I've also used this on dry hair, actually, on my daughters. I usually use it dry because, they shower at night. But yeah, using it dry on there, it doesn't look greasy or anything. There's no issue with that. I've used it dry on my hair as well with no issue. I do prefer using it wet. I'm not really sure why. I just feel like it's a little bit more evenly coated to get that like smooth texture to your hair when you use it wet. But it's not necessary. And as far as I know, this is not heat activated because it does say that you can use this to air dry your hair. And when I do use this with a hair dryer, it does a better job of defrizzing than if I let it air dry. So yeah, my preferred method for this would be, if you're looking for your hair to be, at its best, after it, when it's wet, you dry your hair with your towel or whatever, spray this in. You don't have to be like super liberal, but don't be chintzy either. I probably do maybe like 5 to 10 sprays all over my head, and then comb it through and then go in with your blow dryer. You don't have to use any other like heat protectant products. This is supposed to protect against heat. And yeah, so I think that gives it the best effect. But honestly, because I don't always have time to blow dry my hair, I usually just spray it in when it's wet, comb it through, and then I usually end up letting it air dry. And I have tried using this with my hair dry, like next day hair type thing, spraying it and then using it more as a heat protectant. I don't really love doing that. For that, I think I would use a separate product. But honestly, for me, I usually like to add products when my hair is damp in general, if I'm going to be using a heat product for any heat protectant type product. Now, I didn't have to say I didn't have any issues doing that. I didn't notice any difference in, my hair spraying it wet versus dry in that situation. But that's basically it. So overall, just to go over the two of these, they are close to the same price. The JVN, again, is an aluminum tube. And if you haven't used these before, once you start like squeezing it out, it's going to keep oozing until, so if I were to like totally squeeze this now, once I take off the cap, it's going to like continue to ooze out until that amount has come out. It's not like a plastic tube where you have air in there. So this keeps the air out. Again, it's about the same price. This is a 12-month once you open expiration date, and it's made in the US, and it's 5 ounces. This is also 5 ounces, and this one is also made in the US. We have a plastic bottle here, and this has kind of that like soft touch kind of plastic, like if you're familiar with like the NARS lipsticks or ILMP nail polish handles. It's that soft touch, not quite the same as that. Like I can't tell if this will ever get sticky. It doesn't feel like it will, but it almost has that same kind of texture to it. But you can see that it's a soft plastic bottle here. I actually really like the way it looks. I think it's nice and simple, but still chic looking. And I think the mister on here has been good so far. We'll see when we get to the end of the bottle how effective the sprayer still is, but so far so good. And this also has a 12-month expiration once open. So overall, those are my thoughts on these 2 new hair care products. I would give the JVN Air Dry Cream a pass, but the Lolavie Glossing Detangler Spray, I really like this. So I would definitely give this one a purchase. So I hope this was helpful. If you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing and sharing if you haven't already. I'll see you very soon. So have a great day and stay safe and healthy.